It is Let It All Out Monday. Y'all get ready. It's that time of the day. Get ready. Here it comes. Icon Sports Southeast News. The leader in high school sports coverage. Don't make me ride to Pritchard Evergreen. You Eufaula, Andalusia, Theodore, Daphne, Bona, Good Lord, and surrounding areas. Don't make me ride to Selma. Y'all, it's that time of the day for the bad show that you ever know. Here it comes. Icon Sports Southeast exclusive. See ya soon. Peace. We are live once again. It's on. Y'all, it's that time of the year. Boy, we got breaking news today. Y'all get ready. Breaking news, y'all. We about to get ready to release the Super 31 team for the spring. Man, we looking at the new St. Michael Stadium over there in Fairhope. Boy, what a great look today. Had to put that on the first day of spring football here in Alabama. Y'all get ready. Y'all gonna make me ride. I'm telling you. You gonna make me ride. Y'all share, invite. Let everybody know. Icon Sport on. Let everybody know we on, y'all. Say, we are on and popping. Y'all get ready. That time of the day. Tell you, we are live here, y'all. Y'all represent your schools, all that good stuff. Represent your school. Tell you. Y'all, I ain't been on Facebook today, y'all. We getting ready to unveil the the Super 31 team. Y'all get ready. Oh man. Super 31 don't owe us nothing. Y'all share, invite, let everybody know we about to release the Super 31 team. Telling you. Y'all get ready. Here it come. We're gonna start out with the quarterbacks. Like 3 quarterbacks made it. Super 31 team. Here we go. 2025 quarterback Carl KJ Lacey, Saraland High School. 2026 quarterback Landon Duckworth, Jackson High School. 2027 quarterback Gunnar Rivers, St. Michael's Catholic. 2025 running back Sante McWilliams Jr., Saraland. 2025 running back Alvin Henderson, Elba. 2027 running back Xavier E.J. Crowell from Jackson. 2025 running back Carlos Greenpants Benjamin Jr. 2025 running back Colin Wilson, Gulf Shores. 2025 wide receiver Derek Smith, Southside Selma High School. 2025 wide receiver Carson C.D. Gill of Saraland. 2025 wide receiver Dylan Afford, Saraland High School. 2026 wide receiver Keon Red Chapman, Jackson High School. 2025 offensive lineman Michael DeBose, Viga High School. 2025 offensive lineman Corday Smith Williamson. 2025 D lineman Trent Sellers, Faith Academy. 2025 D line Antonio Big Tony Coleman, Saraland. 2027 D lineman Jabarius Chicken Guerra, Viga High School. 2026 linebacker Anthony Tank Jones Jr. over there at St. Paul's Episcopal. 2025 linebacker Miles Johnson, T.R. Miller. 2027 linebacker Ellis McGaskin Williamson. 2025 linebacker Bishop Burkhalter of Spanish Fort. 2025 linebacker Ricky the Train Nichols, BC Rain. 2025 linebacker Yusuf Clark Williamson. 2026 linebacker Shatarius Tootle, Cottage Hill Christian. 2026 linebacker Jamaica Garrett, Gulf Shores. 2027 linebacker Emmanuel E.J. Gales of Viga High School. 2026 DB Jamarian Juice Gordon Jackson. 2025 DB Dylan Williams, Demopolis. 2025 DB Taj Overton Williamson. 2025 athlete Kevin Buster Malone, Viga. And 2025 athlete Ty Mims of Baldwin County High School. Boy, what a list. Boy, what a list, y'all. I'm about to put it on the screen. What a list of players on that team there, y'all. Woo. Boy, you give me them 31, y'all, I'm going to win. I can tell you that. God, dog. Telling you. You give me those players right there, y'all, we going to win. Oh, my God. Boy, that's a list. I'm telling you. You don't need a lot of players to win. I can tell you that. Tell you. That's a solid list right there, y'all. Tell you. Solid group of kids on that list. I can tell y'all that. And you know, it ain't no knock on the other people. No knock on the other people, y'all. That's on this list. That didn't make it. It's still some more good players out there. Everybody can't make it. That's all I can say. Everybody can't make it. We're gonna get these 31 out the way, and then we'll work on the rest later. I call it daytime. I'm telling you. There you go, Miss Jones. Tell you, we got you on here today. Let me take it off the bottom so y'all can see the tile list on the screen. But man, great group of kids. Telling you, great group of kids. Tell you, I wouldn't trade them for nothing. Great group of kids from all over this region. Telling you, boy, great group of kids made this list here. Yeah. Wish we would have had more offensive linemen. How about a DB with 11 picks don't make the list? Who is the DB? Who the DB with 11 picks? I know it's a couple more kids I thought that should have made it. I ain't gonna see it. I wish we'd have had a 41. Tell you to my 31, we got a whole 77 that we gonna have at the beginning of next season. You know, tell you. And here go the other part B to this. You know, just like I was telling the guy earlier today, you got to thank 247 on 3 rivals and all them people too. Exactly. What's his name? Greg. Definitely need to get his name out there. I wonder if he's in our. Tell you who the kid with 11 picks. You gonna have me looking now? Wake up, man. Come on up to Leroy. Check out this year. Alvin Henderson know about. Man, we know about Leroy. I don't know. Y'all, I'm telling you, Leroy should have had a couple. Mobile Christian should have had a couple kids on this list. But just like I said, they wanted the top 31. And not saying they're not gonna make the Super 77, y'all. Don't get this list confused with the Super 77. You know, wake up. College coaches are make sure the athletes got updated huddle, and coaches make sure you have your prospect list and transcripts available. We need to know his name. Telling you, we need to get him down here to workouts. Telling you. Man, it's a great group. You know, it's a start. You know, it's gonna be kids that's not even on this list get offers, y'all. I know a couple Division I prospects that didn't make it. You know, it is what it is. I need to give him one of them championship hats. Up at Hillcrest Evergreen. Tell you. Well, I tell you, another great week. Tell you, man, I was at the tournament. Wolfpack checking in. Tell you, man, y'all make sure y'all check in, man. Jay Bird. Okay, we gonna remember that name. Timothy Parnell. These names sound familiar though. And then my thing too, it ain't no knock on those kids. I don't want you to think that we not knocking those kids, but them kids gonna have to start going to some of them showcases. The rivals, the 247s, you know, type showcases. You know, to build a stock up. Man, we got a lot of the young talent. I think we got 4 2027 kids on here. So they might have knocked the kid out. That was probably 2026. You know, you got 4 2027s. You got 1A lineman of the year. Oh yeah. But those are political polls. We got some kids on here ain't make no lineman of the year. No type of player of the year. Oh yeah, please do that. Shit, if I gotta get you on the show one day, I wouldn't mind getting you on the show and let you talk about them kids. Cause man, we sit on here brag on Leroy all day long, and people know that. So you know, every time you look over here, we got something with Leroy on it. You know, we don't sit here bandwagon, none of that type of stuff. You know, we roll with the Bears. We just got to get them kids to some of them showcases. Don't ever think we ain't rolling with Leroy. I can promise you that. You know, but when you talking about these teams like this, y'all, you talking about kid with Division I offers on this list here. And you can see them with the coaches. You can see Dylan Williams down here with Coach Malzahn. You can see Damon McGaskin. He on here with the coach from Georgia. You got Chicken on here with the coach from Mississippi State. You know, Nick showcased it. We need to do one in Leroy. How about that, Greg? We need to bring the showcase to Leroy. We need to bring the showcase to Leroy. I'm tired of, yeah, I'm telling you. Look, we are doing a showcase in Leroy. We don't mind. Telling you, we'll come to Leroy. Definitely do that. Telling you. Inbox me so we can go and set that up. I'm telling you, we'll do a showcase right there in Leroy. You won't have to travel nowhere. Y'all the back-to-back champions. You show me a kid with a hand look like this around here, it ain't nowhere but in Leroy. I can tell you that. We would come to Leroy and do a showcase. So none of y'all kids can miss it. I'm telling you. We definitely need to set that up. Okay. Let's do it up there. Okay. Yeah. Tell you, man. We definitely talking to the coach right now. We just need a date. I'm telling you. Greg, you tell him I need a date from him. He give me a weekend. We are in Leroy. I'm telling you, we will be there. We want y'all kids to get all the recognition they can get. Y'all, we ain't holding back nobody. And I really appreciate you coming on here too, Greg. I swear I do. I appreciate you. Look, he give me a date. We are there. Saturday or Sunday. We'll do 2 days if we have to. Tell you, I know y'all got some kids up there we need to see. Devin Wissett, All-State honorable mention. He would be opposite of Chicken. Exactly. Exactly. Tell you. I like Devin Wissett. Devin Wissett played on that run-up basketball team. Great kid. Great kid. But here go the thing, Durgeon. We know he good. You got to prove it to those Division I schools and those national, you know, he got to start going to them national showcases. Get his name all the way out there. Them kids, Emmanuel Gales, you got Buster Malone, you got Green Pants, you got Big Mike, all them kids, man, they known around the country. Devin got to start going to them showcases. He might need to be at the showcase we gonna do in Leroy. And once I get the date, y'all, we gonna put it out there. I don't care what date they pick. Some of y'all kids need to see what champions look like. I'm telling you. Some of y'all kids need to be out on a field with all, look at all them state championships. That's the scoreboard up in Leroy. So when you walk in the stadium, this is what you see. Some of y'all kids need to be on a field like that, field of dreams. I'm telling you. Telling you. Need to, me and Kirby Smart need to land the doggone helicopter up in Leroy. I'm telling you. Set that up, Greg. Inbox me a date so we can put it on here. We going to Leroy. See why here playing. Telling you. Kids can't afford it. And y'all, this is what I be saying. This is why it be so important. These showcases so important, y'all. Jamaica Garrett on there, Shadarius Tootle. All them kids came to a showcase. Ricky the Train Nichols. All them kids came to a showcase. Where everybody else probably thought, oh, I ain't coming. You ain't on there, and come on now. Come to the territory, man. So we got to do a better job of getting these kids to these events so they can compete. Y'all, Icon Sports Southeast is one of the only showcases in America that allows you to come compete for your recognition. Some people, you ain't got to do but show up because of what you did during the season, and they're going to instantly talk about you. Telling you now, I ain't even finna hold you up. And a lot of people thought, oh, they just do the showcases for money. Nope. Found that out when we canceled the one up in Evergreen. We sent everybody back their money. Telling you now. We gotta have a better approach on what we support and what we be down with too. There's a lot that be going on that we just need to know. You know, some of this stuff we just don't know. Y'all, I'm gonna run the Super 31 team under the bottom of the screen for the people that just coming on here. Telling you. Carl KJ Lacey, Saraland High School, Landon Duckworth, Jackson High School, Gunner Rivers, St. Michael Catholic, St. Tay McWilliams, Saraland High School. And y'all, I know some of y'all like, man, be the same schools, but they got the talent. Alvin Henderson, Elba, Xavier E.J. Crowell, Jackson, another Jackson kid. Carlos Green Pants, Benjamin, Viger, Colin Wilson, Gulf Shores, Cincinnati commit. He committed to Cincinnati. Derek Smith for Alabama commit. Southside Selma. Telling you. Carson C.D. Gill, Saraland. Dylan Alford, Saraland. Keon Red Chapman Jackson. Y'all, we're not making these lists up based off of what school, but right now I keep telling y'all the right school matters. Michael Dubose, Viger, Corday Smith, Williamson, Trent Sellers, Faith Academy. That's a kid came out of nowhere. Tonyo Big Tony, Saraland. Jabaz Chicken Garrett, Viger. Oh yeah, we know about Leroy. We just gotta get y'all to a camp. Once we get y'all in the camp, we got Tank Jones, St. Paul's. I'm telling y'all, we ain't overlooking nobody. I'm telling you, Miles Johnson from T.R. Miller, Ellis McGaskin from Williamson, Bishop Burkhalter from over at Spanish Fort. Then you got Ricky the Train Nichols from BC Rain, Yusuf Clark, Williamson, Shadarius Tootle, Cottage Hill. You got Jamaica Garrett, Gulf Shores. You got EJ Gales from over at Viger. You got Juice Gordon, from up at Jackson. You got Dylan Williams from up at Demopolis. Taj Overton from over at Williamson. You got Kevin Malone, Buster Malone from over there at Viger, and Ty Mims from over there at Baldwin County. And y'all, you got to realize BC Rain got a kid down there that they got an Oregon office, Theodore. They got JJ Bush. He got a couple of major Division I offers. Y'all, they're not being overlooked. I can promise y'all that. They say 31. 31 is just the number of kids that we can get on this list. When that Super 77 come out, that's the list you really want to be on. You know, for all my Leroy kids, that's the list y'all want to be on. You want to be on that Super 77 that come out in either July or the end of June, after all of the 7-on-7 high school events over. That's the list, y'all. Yeah, we coming. I'm telling you. Going through the calendar right now to pick a good weekend is definitely a go in Leroy, home of champions. I'm telling you, we love Leroy. Y'all need to come up to Leroy a little bit, a little more. We've been running things for a while. Believe me, we know. We know. Look here. Look here. You are preaching to the choir. And y'all, we make sure we let everybody know that. Believe me, we know about Leroy. Tell you. Boy, I'm telling you. We know about Leroy. Telling you. I'm so glad y'all came on. We need more Leroy people on this show. Y'all share this site so we can get more Leroy people on here. We need real football fans on here. I wish I had a picture of the upper deck that y'all got in the end zone. I like that too. I had a picture of that. I need an updated picture. Y'all give me a picture of that what you know where the people be sitting up high looking at the game. Tell me. Tell you. Definitely gonna be coming to Leroy. Leroy don't owe me nothing. I'm tell you. Tell you. The only school that got the coach got his own box for the rings. I'm telling you. Tell you. Hey, come on. Nothing like up there, God's country. Tell you. Right outside of this one church town, we going down to Leroy to win us a big ring. I'll tell you what a dog's running. I'm telling you. Might see a deer run across the 50-yard line over there. I'm telling you. Well, there's gonna be all kind of guns pointed. It's gonna be like a crossfire convention. You better not let no deer strike out. Please don't let a wild hog come anywhere near the stadium. He know he going down. Man, tell you, I love Leroy. One of my most favorite places to visit. Tell you, I am too excited. Y'all got me crunk. Championship Avenue. Tell you. Leroy don't owe us nothing. Need to do a camp with the Super 31 working in one spot. Maybe the top 50 invite only. That's that we need. We need that. We need to invite all these kids, and we need to go to one spot and let them train together. Pitches, all that good stuff. Baldwin County, give me 6 wins. Baldwin County might make the playoffs in 6A. The more I think about it, Baldwin County might make the playoffs this year. I think, didn't you send me that schedule? I think you sent me that schedule. Let me make sure I got it. We'll be putting Baldwin County schedule on the screen. Get Baldwin County schedule. Y'all gonna put St. Michael, hold on. Get Baldwin County. See. But we gonna learn blunt schedules about doing these schedules right here, y'all. So let me take one of the comment down for a second so we can see. They got oh, say nigga, ooh. With the dogs running. I don't know why he ain't sent me blunt schedule. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I want to know who Davidson coach gonna be. Everybody talking about Bart Sessions should be the coach over at Davidson. Man, that'll be a good hire. I wouldn't mind seeing a Bart Session over at a Davidson. My thing is this: don't be surprised you see Nelson over at Davidson. He coached there before. Tell you. Man, I just sit back and watch. Man, I'm for dog blunt so bad, y'all. Had a college coach call me. They said why the kid from Blunt went at the junior days and all that. Man, y'all ain't gonna pick up half of them folks. Tell you, we already seen Williamson. They ain't got Blunt on the schedule. And I don't think Robertsdale had him on the schedule either. Y'all, we just want to know who they playing. That's it. I know we do a lot of janking and all that on here, but y'all, it's beyond that now. Spring training here. Um, we'll see. Yeah, I just remembered. Got Baldwin County. I see Baldwin County winning 6 games. I can see 6 games. I want to say he's seeing being theater. Y'all got to remember, Baldwin County only lost to Spanish Fort by 1. So they first 3 region games, y'all, they can win. They played Mary G, though. Then they played Saraland and Mary G back to back. Don't be surprised if Baldwin County sitting. Baldwin County might be all right, y'all. They might be 4-2 after the Saraland game. If Baldwin County 4-2 after the Saraland game, go ahead and put them in the playoffs. And for everybody that don't know, Baldwin County one of the few schools to upset Saraland in the last 5 years. So Saraland better be on top of their game. I'm telling you now. They got the dogs running right outside of this one church town. Y'all had a chance to go to Atlanta this weekend to see take the count. Appreciate everybody who sent these schedules to y'all. We love putting them on the screen. Oh, y'all had a chance to go. I'm about to let some stuff out today. Let it all out Monday. I had a chance to go to Atlanta this past weekend and watch the On the Radar tournament, y'all. Whoa. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell y'all parents this. And I'm going to tell you about this. By the spring of your kid's 6th grade year, you should know what sports your kid. It shouldn't be no 4 sport players going into your 7th grade year. If they are, they're mediocre at best. I'm breaking down what I mean now. You know, we still got a lot of kids who parents say, oh, he played football, basketball, baseball, track, all that. And then you go to the basketball tournament, y'all, those kids up there are playing 365. It's basketball 365 in them areas. I'm going to say this for the people way in the back in the corner. It is basketball 365 in those particular areas. I had a chance to see the number 3 team in the country in 6th grade, and y'all there to beat some 7th and 8th grade teams by 20. I'm gonna say that again for the people way back there in the back in the corner. I saw a 6th grade team ranked number 3 in the country, and y'all there to beat a lot of 7th and 8th grade teams. I'm talking about middle school team by 20, 30 points. Easy. Easy. And y'all they would have won the championship of every middle school in our region. Whatever league they play in, they'd have been the middle school champions throughout our region. They'd have been the Icon Sports Southeast middle school champions because they're the one in every county. Guaranteed. Wake up, Floyd. So when we talk about y'all, stop saying your kid good in basketball and he not doing basketball only. Y'all don't waste your time, your gas, money. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people this past weekend, they wasted a lot of gas money and hotel money and eating at the restaurant money, and they should have been playing in Gulfport or Pensacola. Because when you go up there and you got any weakness, they're going to exploit you. Referees ain't calling them little ticket tack or school ball fouls. They're not calling that, y'all. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So if I officiate your game and your kid hit the floor, just know I'm calling just like those people in Atlanta did. I'm telling you, man. Only the strong survive, man. Them kids on weights, they on bands, they on all that, y'all. Them kids got go-to moves. Man, come on, man. So all y'all people who like to flirt with basketball, boy, cheaters are getting y'all. The cheaters van is not pulling up, and boy, they exposing you. You go to one of these events as a part-time basketball player, and the cheaters van gonna pull up on you. I'm telling you, y'all, the basketball gods are getting all y'all back. I'm telling you. Yeah, we do need that blunt schedule, Florida. Need that blunt schedule. I text Coach Nelson. I ain't getting no response, so I guess everybody is everybody. But y'all, I'm telling you, the Super 31 team announced today. Oh boy, let me put that on the screen. That's real breaking news right there. Super 31 been announced today. Let's get that on the screen for you. See, there it is. The Super 31. KJ Lacey. Landon Duckworth, Gunnar Rivers, St. Michael's, Santake McWilliams, Saraland. Man, it's like a Jackson, Saraland, Viger, Williamson team. Telling you now. Shh. Telling the right school matters, y'all. Say what you want to say. Get mad. You said hit a flip and dip. The right school matters. I don't care what nobody say. Tell you, get on the map. Leroy said, that's all right, KT. We're going to be on the Super 77 when they come out because we're going to host a showcase in Leroy. Y'all, we have no time to sit around here waiting on people who want people to wait on them. I'm going to tell y'all this. I was in Atlanta this weekend, y'all, and a robot brought my food out to me. A robot brought my food out to me this weekend. Can't make it up. Can't make it up, y'all. A robot, y'all, brought my food out to me this weekend in Atlanta. Man, we so far behind, y'all. A robot brought my food out to me this weekend. So, you know, you better be at the right school now. And when you get to the right school, make sure you what? See a win. Tell you. Ricky the Train, Nichols, Yusuf Clark Williamson. BC Ryan had two more kids, y'all, that almost made it. Cottage Hill Christian, Shadarius Tootle, Gulf Shores, Jermichael Garrett, Viger again, Emmanuel Gales, EJ, Juice Gordon Jackson, Dylan Williams, Demopolis. Demopolis had two more kids that almost made it too. Taj Overton, Williamson, Buster Malone, Kevin Buster Malone out there at Viger, and Ty Mims. Baldwin County had about 3 kids that could have made it. So y'all, it's several schools had kids. It's serious. We ain't cutting no corner with it, y'all. We do not feel sorry. Tell you, Leroy kid want their own showcase. We gonna give it to them. Why we gonna sit around here and wait on people that's waiting on people to wait on them? We keep servicing people who gonna wait to the last minute and try to get in the showcase. Do it make sense? No, we don't. And just like Ryan Williams said earlier, y'all, we gonna do that. Get ready. We gonna do the camp with the Super 31 list, working in one spot. Maybe the top 50, invite only. So by the end of the spring, Ryan, we gonna have that list of the top 50 kids we want there. So we'll do that. Couple kids out there, Bryce Kane, that's his name out there, Mobile Christian. Yeah, Trey out there, Mobile Christian. You had the linebacker, Cantonio Kelly, had the little running back out there, Mobile Christian. All them kids right there at the door. And y'all, we gonna do a Super 31 camp. Invite only. That's after we do the camp in Leroy. Because I know we're gonna have to end up inviting some of them kids. I know Viger got a son over there, Tucker. Right there at the door. Big old offensive lineman. So, I'll get ready, man. I know WS Neal and all them folk got some players up there. Y'all got to get these kids to camps. Atmo, tell you it's getting real out here. Tell you this here. Y'all the right school, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, the right school now. I need to put this on my screen and see what this look like. Take that camera. Let me see what this look like on my screen. So, I might take a picture of it. Okay. Y'all, that time of the year, man, it's getting close. I got a Super 7 event over in Gulfport this weekend. A good time, get your team over there in it, you know. Tell you, man, Super 31 rolling. Want to do a showcase in the Wild Grill of Rip Hughes and invite only. So we need to. I wouldn't mind seeing that Super 31 work out together. Probably take it over to St. Michael's. People feel the rivers. I guarantee you'll let us host it over there. Like our kids have to get on the highway sometimes. So carpool shouldn't be no problem for a bunch of them. Man, I tell you. Yeah. Y'all, we about to, let me see something. Take this down for me. Oh yeah, we got plenty of turf fields, John Ray. You know, plenty of them down here. Central got that nice turf. Under Armour does a top 50 workout. We can do a top 50 for our region. There it is. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll need some sponsors now. We want them to look good. My thing is this, Ryan. I want to get them a top 50 ring. Uh, a ring for participating. T-shirts, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, it gotta be invite only. We can't have no Lord. Jesus. No. Can't have no maybes. No Lord. And when you sit there and really think about it, Ryan, it's about the top. It's some more now. You know, Sarah got some more kids up there. After these spring games, Central, they're gonna have some kids up there. Leroy won't even host the camp. We might need to do the top 50 camp in Leroy. I'm telling you, that's elite only. Exactly. And then we can invite On 3, 247, Rivals, and all them to come to our event. I'm telling you, we down here locating the talent anyway. Might need to take it up to T.R. Miller. Atmo getting they what am I call it done. I think they might. I don't know if they got a kid up there. Gotta have a kid. And really we don't want it on nobody campus. We might need to take exactly. Saying they copycat everything. Folks, I guarantee you this, y'all. It's some hit. Exactly. Man, come on. Telling you. It's too many. It's too many, y'all. Y'all, we got to do the top 50. We got to do the top 50 camp. We got to. That's the one I don't want to come to, and everybody can't come. Man, shoot. Just like I say, you show me, and y'all, it's some more kids now. I don't think it's this all of them. This ain't even all of them. Shh. Here it is, y'all. I'm just gonna let it play on its own. KJ Lazy Sailing, Laney Duckworth, Jackson, Gunnar Rivers, St. Michael's. Y'all must forgot Gus Shaw's quarterback of 2027 too. Then you got Sante Bay Williams, Sarah Land, Alvin Henderson, Elba, EJ Crowell, Jackson. Man, Jackson, man, that Jackson Sarah Land guy ain't gonna be so big. Then you got Carlos Green Pants, Benjamin Viger, Colin Wilson, Gus Shores. Man, come on. Derek Smith, Southside Selma. And y'all, he got a twin brothers at 6'6" at wide receiver. Eric Smith. So, man, come on. You got Carson C.D. Gill, Sarah Land, Dylan Alpha, Sarah Land. Y'all, Red Chapman, y'all, every bit of 6'4" and a half. They can jump out the gym. Play wide receiver for Jackson. You got Michael Dubose dunking the ball with two hands over at Viking. Corday Smith over at Williams. Them the only two offensive linemen we got on here. They ain't even counting some of the other kids. Then you got Trent Sellers, who done came out of nowhere out there at Fate Academy. Big Tony Coleman, Sarah Land. Jabarius Chicken Guerra out there at Viger. Tank Jones, St. Paul's. Miles Johnson, T.R. Miller. Y'all, Miles Johnson was a beast since 9th grade year, y'all. I saw him win the Hillcrest Evergreen game by himself. Ellis McGaskin can run the ball, hit you, whatever he wanted to do. Bishop Burkhalter just come from a great line of Burkhalters from over there in Spanish Fort. And then, y'all, here come the train. Ricky the Train Nichols, BC Rain, Yusuf Clark, Simba over there at Williamson. Then you got Shadarius Tudor that came out of nowhere. Jermichael Garrett that came out of nowhere. Then you got Emmanuel Gales, EJ, over there at Viger. You know, Juice Gordon up there at Jackson, lockdown cornerback. Dylan Williams, another lockdown cornerback receiver from over there at Demopolis. SBC ran by Dylan Williams. Telling you. Taj Overton, Mr. Knock You Out over there at Williamson. Kevin Buster Malone. over there at Viger and Ty Mims over there at Baldwin County. And y'all, when we get all them kids together, y'all, we don't want nobody. It's a lot of talk. If you're elite, let's see it. You can't forget Sammy. Exactly. You know, but definitely under the radar. We need to get them outside. Exactly. See, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I love what everybody doing, but you got to have an unbiased person like me in that because you're gonna have the trainers over here saying he work out with me, the other coaches over here, you're gonna have somebody neutral just like me saying, nah, he either got it or he don't. Got to have that neutral person. And y'all, I don't mind being that neutral person. I'm telling you, I don't mind being it. Jacksonville State, trust our list. I can promise you everybody on that Super 31, if they ain't got a Jacksonville State offer, they're going to have one. If they ain't got a Louisiana Monroe offer, they're going to have one. I'm telling y'all, we are changing the script. Torian, Ryan, we need all us to come together and get outside and work. If the kids can't dodge if everybody working. And then y'all, guess what we do? We do the Elite 50, and then we do the upcoming Elite. Yeah, we got to set it up. Exactly. Let's get it. Let's use our resources and get these kids out here on the same playing field. Let's get Jeff out there with us, or any other trainers that want to come out there with us. Get with us. Y'all, we are well respected by the people at 247. Rivals on 3. You know why? Because we respect them. We're not going to tell them who to put on their list. They're not going to tell us who to put on our list. Y'all, I'm here watching film. And y'all, when I saw Ty Mills film, boy, it's a no-brainer. He's an athlete. We don't even know what position he can play. That's just like Buster Malone at Viger. Yeah, they got him as a DB, but you don't know what position that kid can play. That kid can run the ball. That kid can catch the ball. And then he got cover skills. Ryan, we got to do the Super 31 camp. Point blank. Super 31 camp. Point blank. Yeah, man, it's going to be a, man. Yeah, man, let's set that work up. Man, let's set it up, man. Let's set it up. Let's set it up. Let's get it. Tell you. Tell you. Let's get the exclusive videos. Let's get the kids to wear their helmets, take pictures of them, and all that. All that good stuff. I got a photographer. She ready too. Big Mike versus Big Tony. Come on. Come on. Come on with it. Man, look at that D-line group again. Hold on. You got me crook. Man, just imagine. And y'all, we can add some more offensive linemen. The D-line so solid. Ooh, y'all, let me look at the D-line again. I'm gonna let that stroll. Matter of fact, let me just put the picture on the screen. Forget all that strolling. Let's just put the picture back on the screen. Oh my God. Let's see how good the big boy at Faith Academy is. Chicken. Tell you. Let's see what linebacker can cover Green Pants, Alvin Henderson, Sante, and Colin Wilson. Let's see what cornerbacks can cover Derek Smith, CD, Dylan, and Big Red. Let's see. Man, come on. And just like I said, a couple of them kids, man, that junk gonna go viral. That junk gonna, man, look at that list, y'all. Man, better wake up. Y'all, we got to invite all these kids. And we got to hand deliver the invites. I'll go to each one of these schools and hand deliver. Man, we got the star power. We got everything we need. Yeah, they think it's a game. Man, and here got the thing, y'all. Dad Smith can play DB too now. Dad Smith, an athlete. One at the top, number one with his arms up. Shh. He an athlete, y'all. Right down the side of KJ. Athlete. Telling you, man. Boy, listen, y'all. Y'all, we will rewrite the whole recruiting deal. Man, do y'all look at the one-on-one matchups? Look at the quarterbacks, y'all, we got to throw the ball. Then we can add one or two more quarterbacks, one or two more receivers. Man, come on. Dan Smith, a grown man at receiver. Man, like playing against somebody's bodyguard. Man, come on. Man, he look like one of them wrestlers from back in the day. I'm telling you. Look like somebody created him. Man, come on, like a creative player. It's all for real, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this. On 3 say he the highest rated kid in our region now. I hate to bust some bubbles. On 3, if you go on 3 page, on 3 got him listed way high. KT, you seen Blurry lately? Oh yeah. That's why I say he'll have to get that lady invite. These 31 right here, dogs. We ain't saying he ain't no dog, but guess what? You got to go through the kennel first. Tell you now. Y'all, this ain't to slow down nobody recruitment. This is to speed these guys' recruitment up. Because y'all, listen here, if the top players don't get recruited, what make you think the next top? Telling you. Y'all don't get how this stuff work, man. Y'all, this is chess, not checkers now. Tell you, this is chess, not checkers. EJ Crowell, Mobile Jackson. Man, Jackson so loaded. I had somebody call me today while we was doing the Super 31, said they got Jackson beating Saraland. Then you sit there and start looking at all the kids Jackson got on this list. They can. Tell you, man, it's crucial. Super 31 meat. That's all I want to say. I wish they'd had a Super 31 back in the day. Dalen Evans is a hidden gem at quarterback kid. The baller under them stadium lights. Exactly. That what the spring gonna dictate. We got to get up there and watch them practice. Tell you. Tell you, man. It's crucial, y'all. Y'all, we sitting on a hidden gem right here, y'all. Just imagine. Y'all, I'm thinking about doing a map. I'm gonna do a map. So we definitely need to do that Super 31 camp. Just imagine, just imagine the NIL deals, y'all, we can get if we put that together for these kids. And then my thing too, y'all, maybe we get some of the college players to come work out and go against them in one-on-ones. Put together a team or group of kids that's leaving, going to college, and let them come do some one-on-ones with them. Iron sharpens iron, y'all. We got to sharpen our iron up a little bit. That's a good idea, John Ray. My thing is, if you want to help sponsor this event, uh, just get with me, um, so we can get this going. Well, we need to get on the horn after we get off here. Definitely need to put our minds together. Torian, inbox me your number so we can get you involved as well. You got kids you trained on here. Ryan, you got kids you trained on here. Telling you, we need to just start reaching out to the other schools to get those kids here as well. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Taps Tuesday. John Ray, letting y'all know. Say the spring football Super 31 team. We got a couple kids on this team recuperating from surgeries and stuff. But other than that, I did my thing. For the ones that can't participate, let's get them a replacement. They can get an at-large bid to the top 50 camp. Tell you, that's the way we're gonna do that, y'all. So take this off the screen. Need your cheat sheet for the best player around here. I'll tell you, on three say it's Derek Smith from Southside Selma. Then you gotta realize, y'all, I'm sitting here looking at this kid, Jalen Davis. This kid got a Marshall offer. He didn't even make it. So we can go down the list kids who didn't make it. Tell you, man. It's how you separate yourself right here, man. Oh yeah. Tell you, man. We about to get ready to get out of here. Like I say, another great show. We love a little quick show. Y'all, we ain't trying to be on here forever and a day. Got Baldwin County new schedule. Everybody that don't know, that's one of the newest pictures that we have. St. Michael new stadium. Yeah, they got grass out there. Might be a spot there, Ryan. Hint, hint. Might need to go over there and talk with Phil. Who schedule we got here? Linden. Appreciate Coach Lockett up there at Linden sending us his schedule. Big shout out to Butler County Sports. They made sure we had this flyer. Uh, oh man, I knew it was something I'm missing. Hold up, wait a minute. I knew it was something I was missing. Y'all hold up. I got a video y'all got to see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that video on here. Oh, oh my God. I got a video y'all got to see. Oh, I got one more video, y'all. Oh, y'all gonna love this one. Like they say, you gonna love it here. Y'all just let it all out Monday here on the show. Let it all out Monday here on the show. Y'all, I'm letting this video here download. Y'all, this the next one, Ryan. I'm telling y'all before y'all even look at the video. Y'all get ready. Like Roger, you say who's up next? We definitely know who's up next on this. And y'all, I'm telling you, man, players. Y'all, we trying to get notoriety to the players first, not the people that know how to play football. The players. Like we always say, people we can go to the bank and talk about. So, y'all get ready. See the video drop. It's almost done. Waiting on this video here to drop, y'all. I tell you, I can't wait. I delete all the video to put this one on there. Y'all get ready. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, no. That ain't the one I wanted. Hold up, y'all. I want the one that gonna cover up the whole screen. But yeah, man. They got 7-on-7 this weekend. Several spots, I think in Texas. Mississippi got one. That's coming up. Hold on, let me get you the link, coach. Let's see, coach. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I don't want me to download this video. Hold on. See if we can get coach on here with me real quick. Let's see. I'll upload this video real quick. I want y'all to see this kid here, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna let Sarah Land Band play real quick while we do that. Video taking a little bit longer than download. Coach at DHS quit. So no. Dothan High School coach quit. Coach. Wake up, coach.
Coach, what's going on, man?
Can you hear me, coach? I forgot I gotta
Yeah.
hold on. Let me baseball. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead and start talking, coach. I gotta click on this link on my phone now.
Good, man. Gotta give me some juice. Juice over here on my phone. It's starting to black.
Everybody been wondering where you been. Now they see you.
Oh yeah. Well, with my kids and everything, man, when I'm tired at night on those late shows, I mean, I'm usually sitting there with a blanket on, while he's watching Disney Channel or something on low. So I mean, you don't want to see me, kick back in the recliner like that. But no, a lot of kids are working hard right now. It's 7-on-7 season, it's baseball season, it's track season, it's AAU season. It's football training season year round, whether with your school, at local gyms or local trainers gyms, or outdoor at the local parks, Mobile County, Baldwin County, Pensacola, Mississippi Gulf Coast. You can about ride around by any field, and you're going to see some kids practicing training for football with some type of organized, at least a dad out there doing something.
Oh yeah. Hold on, Cole. Let me get on this. Put it on my earpiece real quick.
Yeah.
Man, they want to do a Super 31 camp. What's your thoughts on the Super 31?
I'm good with it. I mean, I'm
getting those top 31 players together for one big event.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be huge.
I think it would be better. It would be more of an invite only, best of the best. And, it's not that we're forgetting about the rest. It's just, we need something like this, I think, where we kind of have an elite level group, and we can kind of, make it an event where they get a lot of reps, and, something for the other kids. That way, maybe, they can shine, and everybody's not, about all the big names, and you just put them in one place, and then you see who brings out the best in them, and is what it is. You there, Coach? Can you hear me? Let's see some of the comments. I lost you on your volume, Coach. Now I can't hear you. Might have to go back and come back in, or me. If you go out, I'll just keep rolling for a minute. Okay. Yeah, somebody just said they couldn't hear you, KT. You may have to go out and come back in. If you need me to, I'll keep it rolling for a moment.
Can you hear me now, Coach? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. That's great. Volume real good.
There we go.
Real good.
Oh, yeah. So, what you think about the Super 31 team came out today, Coach?
Oh, I love it, man. There's some real great kids on that list. Best of the best, top kids.
Ryan Williams, I'm talking about getting with us so they can do a top 50 from this region, invite only.
Wow. Man, that is awesome, Coach Williams. Yeah, man, that would be one of the biggest camps nationwide, worldwide, man.
So we're going to have to invite on 3, 247 Sports and all those people to that one.
Yep. Sports Illustrated, yep.
Yep.
I tip my cap to them. Some of their writers have been kind of up with our kids for a while now, the last couple of months, especially during 7-on-7 season. So, a lot of kids are already, they're putting them on their list.
Oh, yeah, man. That's what it's all about. That's the whole deal right there.
Yeah.
Getting the kids looked at, all of that type of stuff, Forget all the Ricky Lake, the talk show stuff that people want to talk about all the time. Let's talk about some positive stuff right here. Top 50 players. This 31 of them right here. We can go down the list of them if you want to. I'm gonna run them across the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about each one of them one by one. I'm gonna run their names at the bottom of the screen, and you can start talking about them.
Okay.
I gotta blow it up here where I can see.
We're just gonna go from the top, Coach.
Well, I got to run it at the bottom. Can you see the names at the bottom?
Yeah, I do.
Bottom.
It's kind of like a ticker, kind of like a draft.
Yeah, the ticker rolling.
Okay.
Hold on, let me change the color of the ticker.
You want me to just try to call them out?
However you want to do it. Pick out one and talk about them. I'm just going to let it continue to scroll across.
Okay, and I'll kind of go back or something like that, or what? And
yeah.
You come in there with me and give, your kind of 2 cents or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, think about this, and I hate doing this. I really do. On a lot of kids, we don't want to be Max Enfinger and say he's the number 67. If you make the list, we're saying he's going to be probably a great college player, has the potential to maybe even make it to the NFL. I mean, these are top kids at their position, some nationwide or in the state, top 3 or 5 at their position, or top 2. So, I mean, the potential's oozing out of these kids' pores. They haven't even reached their ceiling yet, most of these kids. But, you don't really know number rank on a lot of these kids. But I will say this: when you give a body comparison and then try to say who their game reminds you of, somebody's going to do that anyway, and it may help the kids. So, and it's already happening. So, just take that kind of with a grain of salt. But let's go right here. 2027, just because it rolled across. DL Jabarius Chickengara, Viger High School. A kid right there, potential oozing out of his pores, hasn't even touched his ceiling yet. I just can't wait to have 4 games filmed with him and all the other kids, when the season starts this year. But a game changer for sure. He's a hybrid type of a kid. You can move him around, playing different 4-3, 3-4, multiple schemes. He's just gonna have an NFL prototype type edge type outside linebacker body. Maybe they could even move him around every now and then and do some other stuff with him. But sky's the limit for that guy and so many other kids. But really, that's the best I could probably say right now is we haven't even seen the best of him yet. But to me, he's his own guy. I mean, I really can't do a whole lot of, who I'm going to compare him to exactly. But, there's a lot of them right now that just have that type of it reminds you of kid for Alabama, just left Dallas and what his 40 was in high school. And then some of these kids, and you probably see it's going to be a 4-4. So I say something like that,
Look at the kid that's coming across the screen right now.
Oh, yeah, man. Linebacker Ricky the Train Nichols. Definitely a train.
Freight train.
Throwback, old school type of player. Very physical. Loves to be physical. Plays sideline to sideline, wide open. Sets the tone with big hits. Leads his team. Communicates well. Very vocal. It's kind of a Reuben Foster, baby Reuben Foster down here. That's what he has been. So college coaches, if you're looking for that thumper linebacker that can definitely change the tone of a game, he's known for it. So
how many running backs gonna be looking for him when they get ready to when the quarterback start the cadence?
Yeah, I mean, you don't hardly say kids tip anymore, on teams. It seems like starting running backs nowadays. But against him, if you get hit at least one good time, you're probably going to be tipping. You're going to get a lead blocker in there, probably H-back or something. What
about KJ Lacey, Sarah Land quarterback?
Oh man, I guess if you could put Patrick Mahomes and Bryce Young into like one person, and then he's still his own person. He's still him.
Exactly.
So, he's not them. He may be better than both those guys down the road. He hasn't even touched his ceiling yet. I mean, he has. If he wanted to run a little bit more, there's some Kyler Murray there. A lot of different guys. Even some Doug Flutie stuff. But
look on the screen, now, Coach.
He may even get bigger. Oh yeah, old Green Pants, man.
Oh my God.
I haven't seen a kid's legs move that fast with breakaway in a long time. It kind of reminds you of the Black Mamba from Oregon a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've seen on that type of body, at that type of frame. And those legs moving like that. So that's what he reminded me of. It happened in the BC Rain game when I saw him running the fastest last year, but for BC Rain. But, they had their chances, and I'm sure that's going to be a big game this year. They'll be looking to hopefully get
Talk about Trent Sellers that came out of nowhere, Mark Barron, little brother, out at Faith Academy.
If you have not seen the film on that kid, he is a beast. Man, I saw him beating some double teams that, I mean, his technique was so sound, and you can tell that, he puts in a lot of work. He's gotten coached up, and not just, some of it's in his DNA, but that kid, he puts in a lot of work or he wouldn't be where he is right now at the age he's at. So still hadn't touched his ceiling yet either.
Talk about DNA, Ellis McGaskin of Williamson, linebacker. Talk a little bit about him.
Another thumper. Okay, so here's what's so strange. And when you're talking about some of these linebacker kids, like I mean, and even chicken at a young age, like we were talking about him a minute ago. But these kids can set the tone with one or two hits, where I mean, it can be game over, lights out, just like that. Where the other team, they're looking at that guy and they don't want to get hit like that. And he's one of those guys that when you turn on the tape, usually the first play you see on that kid's highlight tape, after about the first 2 or 3 plays, you can cut it off. He's a SEC linebacker.
EJ Crowell, Jackson, one of the I think 5 Jackson kids to make the Jackson 5. We can call them.
Yeah, EJ has been a joy to watch, man, because to me, he's kind of his own guy. I haven't really seen anybody like him with kind of what he does and his build and at his age, and he does so many different things that. And he's not even there yet, but and with his breakaway, it kind of reminds you of like a Terrell Davis, man, because he's super strong too, super strong, but hasn't even reached anywhere near his ceiling. So, I mean, imagine what he's going to look like his senior year.
Micah Dubose, man, talk a bit about him.
I mean, guy might have been, back then, considered a top 5 lineman in 5th grade, people finding out about him. But I mean, definitely has been in his graduating class, a lot of people considered the top overall offensive lineman since about 9th grade. So works hard, some of the best feet you'll ever see. Very quick off the football. I like him pass setting too, man. I like his pass block setup. Does so many different things with that. Pancake chef. I mean, you could just go on and on. I mean, the best comparison, I guess, from Viger would probably, I'm sure he would like to have somewhat of a Willie Anderson type of career.
Yeah. Shadarius Tootle over that kind of chill.
Hey, I know work and I know weightlifting and I know college mindset. This kid is D1 and NFL professionalism ready right now. He gets up at 5 a.m., lifts heavy weights for power and speed, and I've been keeping up with his leg game and just how much stronger he's gotten in the last year, the last couple of months, and just seeing the body mass he's put on, and to be able to also pick up a little bit more speed, and works on his ball skills, with his brothers and teammates and whatnot. And right now, him and Tank Jones, I think they're kind of neck and neck. I mean, I don't know how you could say, who's number 1 or who's number 2, but I mean, this is like nationwide, and it's right here in Mobile, Alabama, and he's a top linebacker and he deserves it. And he just keeps working hard and does what he's doing. He's going to continue to, he'll be one of those kids expected to go wherever he's going. And if, he's not starting as a true freshman, he'll definitely be expected to be getting playing time and, be kicking tail on special teams that year.
They got Jermichael Garrett listed as a linebacker. Man, that kid can play safety, play corner. Talk to me about him, the kid from Gulf Shores.
Yeah, he could be more of like a strong if he needed to, and like a money and walk down. He's that big of I would say he's definitely like the most hybrid of all the kids, because if you wanted to, he could just be an edge kid. You could put him on the blind side over there, like in a wide 9, if you wanted to, even hand in the dirt. But he can do it all. He can play linebacker. Honestly, a lot of people don't know this. Don't be surprised if he starts getting recruited as an athlete. The guy might be one of the best tight ends you've seen in a while.
Oh yeah. Landon Duckworth. Landon Duckworth. You had a chance to work with this kid coming out his 8th grade year. Talk about Landon Duckworth.
Probably the best pocket navigation, courage, and just deep ball, way to look off the safety, read coverages. He was probably the most advanced 8th grader and could flick it the quickest, out of his hand as anybody I'd seen long time. And he's got the size, and he's continued to improve. And he's kind of got like a short-term memory. Landon's real cool. He leads by example, and he don't let a lot of things get to him. When the game's close or whatever, and that's usually how he's able to, be Joe Cool kind of back there and just be Mr. Clutch and deliver the ball in the biggest moments.
CD Gill of Saraland.
Okay, that right now, that's I have to admit, man, and definitely I'd already noticed him way before the national televised game, against no, who they play last year, the academy that
Yeah,
Brent Dilfer used to
I
coach
know you're
for
talking
last
about.
year out of Nashville. But I always want to think of Brentwood when they were ranked. But
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
that
almost
game,
said.
they had Hollywood covered. They had Ryan Williams, kind of bracketed over there, and we needed somebody to step up. And he was, like a Michael Irvin or Anquan Bolden. The kid would go across the middle in traffic, take a big hit. Very impressed with him. He was actually my favorite receiver, that's going to be coming back off of last year's squad that I think, I think he's going to end up at a big time school and a big time conference when it's all said and done by the end of the year.
Telling you. Let's see who come across the screen next.
Yeah, we talked about Shadarius too. Okay, to Michael Garrett, we got him.
EJ Gales, the other freshman linebacker over at Viger.
Okay. Oh man, if you, it's almost like you think him and Chicken were, brothers or cousins, or just. It's almost like watching a mirror at times, and he can do just about everything Chicken can do. Honestly, I've watched the kids film, and very impressed. He can do anything you ask him to do at linebacker. Needs to continue, young kid over there. Everybody does, never be satisfied, continue to get bigger, faster, stronger. But I think that, he's not even touched his ceiling at all. And I think his sophomore year is going to be a definite all-state year for him.
How about this? Ty Mims of Baldwin County. Ty Mims right now, where you're going to touch the ball all night.
Could be the best overall athlete football player that doesn't come off the field and plays, every special team there is for Baldwin County this year. I look for him to, probably be selected as kind of an athlete on an all-state team if he can have the stats this year. But I mean, he's been super fun to watch the last couple of years, and we're going to miss watching him after he graduates. Kind of reminded me of a little bit at times of like a Chris Abrams Drain when he had the ball in his hands. That speed.
I'm sitting there looking at the picture on Gunnar Rivers. Man, the sky the limit for Gunnar Rivers over at St. Michael. Talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, his body type and kind of the way he plays, it kind of reminds you of a lot of the Mannings more than, his dad. Yeah, the way he secures the ball a little bit more. Maybe he's been over there at the Manning Passing Academy a couple of times, to work on. Of course, his dad's story was he was holding on to a basketball as a kid or whatnot, and the football was too big, and he was using the high school ball, so he was just throwing it. And that ended up being his mechanics. But man, I watched him at 7-on-7 for 251 Family a year ago and was super impressed that whole 7-on-7 season and the tryouts or whatnot. He was already playing like a sophomore or a junior, at least at like a 3A, 4A type of a level, and and making at least like all region or something, like one of those kind of kids. So playing against like the talents like a Mobile Christian or like St. Michael's kind of used to with that schedule. But now they've moved up or whatnot, so he had to really step it up. Well, man, when you watch those first 4 games, and usually first 4 or 5 games is when you can kind of start to see what somebody's going to be if they start to pop off early. And man, he really popped off last year, those first 4 or 5 games nationally. And Max Preps was, of course, it doesn't hurt to have that name, but he's having to live up to that name too, and the target's on his back. So, great expectations come. A lot of great pressure, but I mean, he's turning that coal into the diamond. So just keep working, doing what you're doing, man.
Bishop Burkhalter from over at Spanish Fort. Another one of the Burkhalters has come through here. All of them played Division I. He's no different.
Yeah, he reminds me of a lot of even though they look a little different when it's all said and done. I think he plays a lot like Cole McNulty that's at Miami right now. I think he can end up doing this, by the time the season's over with, whatever that guy can do. I think he's, right up there. I watched him all the stuff from Rivals and Dothan, and man, he's probably like the best linebacker pound for pound up there. Had the best feet on the bag drills, on the bag agilities. Finished every drill with a burst. He's athletic, catch the ball. Love his speed right now. Strength's getting stronger, so I mean, it's going to be a big season for him. I expect big time.
Alvin Henderson.
SEC.
Alvin Henderson. Elba. I know you hate to hear the word Leroy. Leroy's his kryptonite.
Yeah.
But Alvin Henderson of Elba.
Yeah, I mean,
State commitment.
When Anthony Rogers a little bit different. It's hard to say. Now that he's moved on, kind of like when Phylon moved. So now we got Alvin Henderson was the first really noticed back even before Rogers. And you look at the kid. You look at the kid. It reminds you of like not so much of a Derrick Henry, but almost in a smaller height frame, but almost reminds you of the work ethic that a Trent Richardson had in the hype coming out of high school.
Yeah.
And like a Mark Ingram. Kid is cut up. I'm talking about he looks like a college running back or a college linebacker. He has the look, and low body fat and has some of the best agility, best jump cuts, and then he cuts it right into a burst to score. Explosive speed, with a burst to score. That guy, he's a game changer. So, could be the number one back in the nation. So it's that could be somebody we're listening to on first round draft night one day.
Oh yeah, Carday Smith, the big offensive lineman down at Williamson. Auburn commit.
Yeah, love watching that guy squat. Don't take that the wrong way or nothing, but that kid, he is super impressive in the weight room. Has gotten stronger even over the last year. And when you turn on his film, that guy is super dominant. And you can see why he had those SEC offers just rolling in. And it doesn't hurt when you're going up against those guys on defense, and they like to get physical. And I mean, that's like an NFL kind of a OTA type practice out there, man. It starts getting,
chippy out there, boy.
Yeah, real chippy out there, but they're very competitive, and it brings out the best in them. And you see that apparently that competition in these practices is bringing out the best in them because pound for pound of any school, they may have the most Division I SEC offers out of anybody.
Oh yeah, they got some kids that not even on the list that should be on here. You got cornerbacks, you got linebackers, you got, man, come on, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, man. Williamson loaded. But I got a video, Jeff.
All right, hey, we got a few more in a minute, or we'll have to go back to. We had Colin and Dylan and just a few more, I think. And Keon.
Go ahead, my bad.
Okay, yeah, Colin Wilson.
Colin Wilson. Let's talk about him.
Super proud of you, man. Had played at like 3-4A level, targets on his back to go over there, great expectations to just lead them, and had a ninth grade quarterback, that you wonder, is they going to be able to, work? And that's really tough to get a job done and go undefeated and win a state championship. And they just took it one game at a time. And, man, he was just so impressive to watch last year, man. And he's kind of his own thing at times, even though, maybe like an Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders height. But I'm telling you, Colin will surprise you, especially with his hands out of the backfield or sometimes at receiver. It'll kind of remind you a little bit of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, yeah.
So sky's the limit for Colin. He's got that Cincinnati offer, man. That could be big time. I think he's bigger than Cincinnati.
He committed to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him taking them to a big college football playoff here in the next couple of years, and who knows?
Who else we had on here? Dylan Alford.
Yeah, Dylan Alford, man.
Number one receiver in the state.
He's been putting in work too. He has been putting in work, people. I've been watching this kid, and man, he is snatching the ball. I am super impressed with his hands right now. Route running's great, but just the kid's hands, they look really good. So, just keep on doing what you're doing, man, and let that carry on into the season. You did a great job last year for Saraland, and you know what you got to do with guys like CD on your team. You got to step up and just you know, when your number's called, make that catch and you know, try to run to score. You know, when you need to get down when you need to.
According to On3, Derek Smith of Southside Selma is the top player in our region. According to On3, NIL projections and all that. You talking about a small town kid that got Kirby Smart to drop the helicopter down to come see him. You know, that's a kid we really gonna have to get up there and see in person a little bit more. But you know, just a specimen right there on the screen, number 1 at the top by KJ Lacey. He's huge to be a receiver. I wouldn't want my son, if he was a cornerback in high school, trying to guard him. I can tell you that. There's a reason why he's a 3-time Max Prep All-American, freshman, sophomore, and junior year. So, according to On3, y'all, this is why me and Jeff always tell the coaches to send your Max Prep stats in. And Coach Moody, he did a great job up there at Southside Selma, making sure those stats got put in. Here got another guy, Jeff, that you know of, Yusuf Clark over there.
Yeah, we gotta make sure, and everybody in the chat, if we missed anybody that's rolled across the ticker, we're trying to keep up. We thought we ever had anybody. We gotta make sure we talk about Yusuf too. Man, very impressed. If you haven't watched his huddle film, Google it now. I'm telling you, man, you will be super impressed. There hadn't been a hit. I mean, he brings like a Sean Taylor type of presence out there for that team.
Overton, Williamson.
And him too, man. I mean, like, you know, who's Landon Collins and who's Sean Taylor, you know? And they're just going to continue to get big. And, you know, and I don't want to put those kids in a box. You know, maybe they end up being, you know, more of an outside linebacker. Maybe one's more of a free or a strong, you know, in the end or something, depending on speed development or something the next couple of years. But Williamson's defensive kids, like, it's almost like you don't want to put them in a box because they can do so much that it's just kind of like, it really just depends on what team they go to, what type of a coordinator, and what, you know, what kind of philosophy and concepts that, you know, they like to play formations.
Oh yeah.
But it'll be interesting, man. I mean, you're going to be seeing these kids in some big time games. It won't just be, you know, Florida and Auburn or something, or Alabama, LSU. You may turn it on one day and it'll be, you know, Jacksonville versus Pittsburgh or something, you know.
Juice Gordon Jackson came out of nowhere, supposedly.
Hey,
we've been talking about it forever.
All the Tide fans should know plenty about him right now, because the new coaching staff is just foaming at the mouth over the kid. They have to have him. He may be the number 1 coveted defensive recruit to set off the cornerbacks for the future. I mean, he is a must.
Oh yeah,
number 1 target. Yep. If you've not watched his film, oh man, got great hips. Recovers great, in phase, out of phase, finds the ball, can become the receiver and pluck the ball, do that and, you know, turn it around, outrun everybody, pick 6, had to run across the field for, you know, more yards, wasn't just a straight pick 6. Very, very impressed with that guy. It's like backyard football out there for him sometimes. Definitely one of the most in-shape kids out there.
I'm going to tell you a kid, Dylan Williams of Demopolis.
Yep.
The BC Rain killer. Yep. He destroyed BC Rain down there in the playoff game.
Lockdown,
cornerback. Plus, you talking about a kid that every time they needed a big catch on offense.
Yeah, he was really put him on offense. He's the Travis Hunter of the list, him and Ty Mims. He is in D-Mop.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, he comes from a great program. Great coaches. Luke played over there at Alabama, coach up there. And then, man, you got Buster Malone from over at Viger. We don't know where that kid is going to line up at this year for Viger. In spring game last year, maybe he played running back.
If anybody didn't go back, they have it on MCPSS with Corey LeBounty and them. And Al, if you'll go back and watch it on YouTube when they're playing what's left of Sidney Lanier, and I just want to let people know that Sidney Lanier just didn't. They had a few athletes. They had a few kids that signed, like to go.
Yeah, that was a playoff team.
Because they were a playoff team, and they had some sure enough speed. I mean, like top-notch speed. Well, anyway, long story short on that, if you watch Buster last year in that game toward the end and a few of these other younger running backs, it looks like when Alabama took off for a dynasty run. It's just like if they want to, running back by committee. But he really set the tone last year in that game. He was physical, man, especially in the red zone.
Man, just so many great kids. I'm trying to make sure we ain't lose nobody. It's 8 out of the 26 skill guys that played some for GCA. Proud of them. Great list. Watching from Cedar Hill, Texas.
Thank you.
Big shout out to Cedar Hill, Texas. Telling you, we really appreciate. I think we got everybody on that side of the list. I think we might have missed a couple on Sante McWilliams. running back.
Oh my gosh. The closest thing in high school I've ever seen to Mark Ingram. And I think he could be Mark Ingram with that hype coming out of high school if he wants to be. I mean, he'll probably have a chance to choose baseball, but there's a reason why he's going to Stanford, y'all. And just remember, a couple of years ago, who played at Stanford? Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So, but at times, I think he has like some Emmitt Smith type of lean and vision, but a lot of, his calves and just some of the way he looks with what he does with his shoulders and just when he bounces off the tackle and his burst reminds me like.
He reminds me a little bit of Sherman Williams.
Sherman Williams would be one too. Yeah. Mark Ingram, Sherman, like that.
Yeah,
I could see the Sherman.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure we ain't miss nobody. There go Dylan Alford.
We talked about him, CD.
Red Chapman. How in the world we forget about Red? Say the best for last. 6'4.5" receiver, state championship basketball player. Talk a little bit about him.
Man, he can go up and get it. You talk about getting mossed on. Just throw it up a little back shoulder to that guy, and I'll take the 50-50. It's probably going to be more like 90-10. But, the LSU kid at receiver that's getting, some people think he might actually be the best receiver in this year's draft class. That's kind of red right now, even on this list. He has the potential when it's all said and done. He could be the receiver with the absolute most ceiling and potential out of anybody on the list. So, man, just keep working, keep doing what you're doing, and, stay blessed, man, and prayed up and healthy and making good choices. And I'm sure the sky's the limit for you, man.
Speaking of getting healthy, Miles Johnson went down first couple games of the season last year for T.R. Miller. T.R. Miller back in 3A. I'm expecting them big things out of them this year. Miles Johnson, played running back as well. Alabama commit. T.R. Miller. That's all we got to say. Just like
saying, T.R. Miller could be back to those early 2000 days. Those 99, 2001 type of years.
It was one more kid, Tony Coleman.
Big Tony.
Big Tony Coleman. How the world
roll Tide, Big Tony. Way to make the right choice. I've noticed, man, it looks like he's getting a little bit more chiseled lately. I think he's going to be in even more shape and stronger. I think, and he might even weigh more. He may put on 10 more pounds of muscle, but right now, kid looks good. I saw him working a couple of weeks ago, and he looked real good. His hand game looks real nice. Got some of the quickest hands I've seen. His feet look real good too.
Man, who else? I think we got everybody.
Double moves look good right now. Your double moves look good too right now, Tony. Keep it up, bud.
Talking about, everybody want us to do a top 50 invite only showcase. Me and you had just talked about this the other day.
Then Ryan's dad brings it up. That's so funny. And that we'd already talked. Me and him had talked about doing some stuff together one time over the last year, and then and then me, you, and him, and then now here we are, and he brings it up. So I
Tori
mean,
McGaskell said he down for whatever we got going too. So
okay,
just like I say, y'all, we open to everybody when it comes to the kids now. We don't want nobody to think, oh, they just doing their own little thing. No, no, no.
well, and I don't
Stop
do this
listening to
all the
what the
time.
street committee say, because the street committee let people lie on you and make it look real. So stop
Right.
listening to that what they telling you. I done went through that. I know exactly how that feel.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Well, speaking of that, man, I do this quarterly or at least twice a year. It's just something I've always done for about 20 years now. But, I have and sometimes I invite, there's been years we had sponsors come out there too. I'm not going to do so much of that because sometimes they kind of get in the way. But it's going to be a football day. And what the football day is going to be, it's kind of making up for icons, but in a way, and I'm not doing this again like this. You're going to have to pay at least 30 or something like that. But I want other trainers to come out there too and basically be there for their brand, and they can help out or whatever. I'm going to start off doing Sunday at Sage at 1:00. Mobtown Athlete's going to be there. So if you want some content for your kid, a little interview, write up article on Twitter, we do all that. I do that. She does that. Wu Gang's going to be there. Probably Big Mac. Hopefully KT will come out there. And basically what I'm going to do for you is now you have the opportunity to practice a little bit more, and you don't have any excuse that no one has taught you any technique on how to do the drills that you want to help you at a Rivals Camp Series or something like Icons or Showcase Series or Schumann, National Underclassmen, because some of these kids, they go to a couple of those, what's the other one? Like FBU, maybe something like that. And you got to go out of state for those, and pay a little bit more money. But what I don't understand is, we have people that, whether you know it or not, a lot of people, the same people that write for the other stuff, they're wanting to know about what happened in Icons and who ran. I mean, we had Sports Illustrated keep up with that. Okay. And they're keeping up with GCA 251 and all the kids that are up and coming. They even know who Colby Weaver is. So for people to act like people don't care, they do care. They care big time now. People, it's getting that serious, because when you go in states like Florida, Texas, Georgia, California, these kids are starting to get a following, and they're starting to get sponsors by like Body Armor and people since like 3rd grade. Okay, so for people to act like, oh, it's over the top. No, it's not, and it may be too late for you if you wait by 10th or 11th grade. So it's time to get serious now.
This.
Your kid's good.
I'm about to put a kid on the screen, Jeff, that I know you're familiar with. A lot of people around here need to get familiar with. This kid has leapfrogged a lot of upperclassmen with this particular performance that we about to put on the screen. I know you already know who I'm talking about. So, Jeff, get ready to click your mic back on so you can talk during this, right? Here we go.
Colby Weaver, athlete, Central High School, going into 9th grade, just in the 8th grade, coming off the middle school championship. This is what he did in the spring game over against Lane County. It's in the call news, everybody. So, what? The quarterback right now? Doing baseball or something? Or?
Watch this block, Jeff.
When I came out?
I'll let you.
Keep going. Look at his cutback. He ain't even trying to. He's just luring them, and then they'll get north. He ain't even going to run. Colby got that burst of score. Some of the best hands you'll ever see a receiver, too. People, I'm telling you. Guys like the rebirth of Lance Alden. Fred Belitz-Koff or something, man. He don't even need gloves. Oh, and the kid can flick it, too. You hadn't even seen him throw.
Oh my God!
Can throw on the run back across the field. I mean, he's like, I'll put it to you like this: it's Colby football, kind of like Johnny football. It's Colby football. Might as well call him Colby football, man. It's almost like
I can tell y'all this:
the magic.
We have a Super 32 team. He'll be on it right now. I can promise you.
Hey, after 4 games of his varsity freshman season, it's going to be almost the closest thing to I mean, it really will be. It won't be that big because it's just it's not quite Saraland on the national scale already, and then Ryan with that type of speed. But for him to be that young and to have those kind of offensive stats at playing at that 5A level, man, I'm telling you, he's going to be known about.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm so glad touch
Could
football
be a
coming
Max
to
Prep
an end.
freshman All-American when it's all said and done, man, for real.
Oh my God, man! I'm so
Once they
glad
send
this
in his
touch
set.
football is ending. Oh my God, no
I'm
more
telling
hiding, buddies. I
Hey,
promise
and
you that.
just to top on what I was saying a few minutes ago about this weekend, Sunday at 1, and Coach, here's the deal. Don't have an excuse for next time when you come, you didn't know what to do. Even though we teach there too quickly, but this is your chance, and you need to be practicing this. If I could have saved one tweet in the last week that I've seen by more Hall of Fame trainers for football, it's you've got to work on these combine drills. Guys, stop running around doing a bunch of ladders and cones that aren't in everyday drills that college coaches do or indie drills, or that they don't do at the NFL combine. If they don't do these at showcases or combines, how is it helping you in your game translate? It's not. So if you want to get good at the drills, you got to do them. You want to get good at the 40, you got to run the 40. You want to get good at the 5, 10, 5, you got to practice it. You got to know the technique. You got to get with a coach and a trainer that actually knows the technique to help you cheat the drill and to be the best prepared to dominate the drill. Yeah. So that's on you.
But man, I tell you, man, it's a great time to be in this region because I'm gonna tell you this.
It's the best time ever, Coach, and I'm glad the man's on there from Texas. And I've got a lot of coaching friends and kids I've coached on different all-star teams that have been All-Americans from Texas, Florida, Georgia, California, Pennsylvania. All that's great. But right now, this region, per capita, the last 2 years, we are the best football in the world for high school football and recruiting. This is it, everybody. This is the best time to be alive in this region. Best of time, I promise you.
And then my thing, parents, a lot of y'all gonna have to come face the piper in a minute. And reality gonna have to kick in. Nobody cares that your son been playing ever since he was 4 years old. Don't nobody care what park your son played at when they get to high school. All they care about is what have you done for me lately.
That's right.
And if you hadn't done nothing lately, believe me, the football guard's gonna run you off of the football field. If you ain't done nothing in basketball, the basketball guard's gonna run you up. So work will win when wishing won't. That's all I can tell you. Yep. If you don't want to put no work in, all you're gonna do is wish.
And you got to make sure it's the right kind of work, just like I was talking about. And you better be prepared like those guys that went and dominated. And I'll go ahead and say some names, some young names. President Carter Davis, when he went, he show up and show out, man. You had a job to do. Show up and show out. Had the best 40, I think, for his age, and definitely the best vertical. And then you had Larry the other day show off at the Rivals with the 4.51.
Wow.
So
those are the type of stats we love to hear, y'all. We love to hear that type of stuff. And y'all, it's only gonna get better. I love it. Y'all make sure y'all sending in your schedules so we can put them on the screen. Jeff, we got one new schedule.
Excuse me, everybody. That was Larry Petway, by the way. Remember that kid's name right there.
Okay. Got Baldwin County schedule. They open up with Foley. Then they play St. Paul's, Spanish Fort, Theodore, Mary G. Montgomery, Saraland, Murphy, Blunt, Gulf Shores, and then McGill.
I would have to say their strength of schedule may be one. That's got to be one of the toughest schedules I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, at one game at a time, boys.
Look, they ain't playing in the sandbox. I can tell you that.
Don't look down the road to anybody. You better just one game at a time. Just we're on like the Patriots.
And win by one. That's all I can tell you. Win by one.
Just win, baby. Yeah, win by one.
See a win. That's all. And me and Wendell both of us said 6 wins. I see 6 wins. some way, somehow. Wonder even picked the upset win over Theodore to put them in the 4th seed. Whoa.
Hey, well, 6 wins with some magic from Ty Mims. That might be what they need.
Exactly. I would rather be Ty Mims than another football player now here, besides KJ Lacey. I'm telling you.
I mean, that may make the difference in a couple of those games where people kind of like when I brought up Drain earlier on some kids, where people are just scratching their heads going, I mean, he just turned the corner and our kids didn't have an angle and they don't have that kind of speed.
Tell you, Ty Mims, Tennessee offer, all type of offers. He was up at Alabama with Ryan Williams.
That game speed at times when you can get below 4.4 is real, people. That's real. That's hard to keep up with that.
Ain't it like the police officer trying to catch the guy who already over the gate? It ain't go out.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Tell you, all you can do is say, stop!
Yep. Like on Forrest Gump, man.
Tell you, all you can do is pray that he gonna stop running. I'll tell you, run, Forrest. It's over with. You are not catching Ty Mims. A great day to be at BC Rain today. Then acclamation day number 1. Big shout out to Coach Yeldon and the crew down there, LT Yeldon and the crew. I can tell you this, and I told a person today, we was getting ready, we was doing the Super 31, and they said, what you think about BC Rain? I say, it's gonna be hard as hell. I don't care how good of a coach you are. When you know Ricky Nichols on the other side of that defense, along with some of them other defensive players from BC Rain, I don't care how good your offense are, they're gonna tip that night. Tell you. Because
Yeah,
boy, you are
man.
one play away from the ambulance. So look like the church say the ambulance.
Right. And people kind of need to do their homework a little bit more, because there's some kids now that they're seeing that Ricky's kind of either helping bring out the best of those guys, and they're bringing out the best in him. But he's got some comrades over there at the linebacker and the D line and the safety. But like, there's some kids. Don't be surprised if they don't get better by the season. They even get some bigger offers than what's been popping in lately. BC Rain's been getting some good offers here lately, people. So great things.
Oregon, kid got the Oregon offer.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we see he had a couple more offers. He could have made this Super 31 team. He was close.
Yeah,
and the other Jalen Davis, I think that's his name.
Yeah, I think
what's that kid name? Hold on, what a kid. Is it Jalen Davis? That was on the picket. Hold on, that ain't it. My bad. Yeah, Jalen Davis right there. Got the Marshall offer.
Yeah.
Man, that defense. I'm telling you.
I think
y'all keep on looking BC Rain. That's all I can tell you. Go ahead, keep on looking, overlooking BC Rain and see what happens.
They're not going to have any slip ups this year. They may have to go back to a little bit more old school Iron Man type of football and do some things, but I promise you, they're not going to slip up like they did a little bit last year or the year before. They're going to fix that. And hey, you'd already brought this up, and a couple other people, could have been Q, could have been. Watch out for Murphy. Don't be surprised if Murphy upsets some people. Don't be surprised if Murphy were to beat Baldwin County.
Yeah.
And they've been working. They're getting bigger, faster, stronger. They were kind of.
We
already knew they were athletic. You know what I mean? To kind of be like, well, I don't know what's going on over there, but they got talent. And I know some of those kids do work hard. Maybe they would need to work a little harder. They're working hard right now. I'm telling you.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, you went on the show earlier. Was it when the people from Leroy want us to come do a camp for their kids up there? They are working on it.
You told me about it. It was in the works, though.
Yeah. Well, they came on the show today. They say they want it. They say the home of the champions.
I love that.
They say put us on the screen, KT. They say put my rings on the screen, KT. Let's see if the other schools got some of those.
I love.
Let's see if the scoreboard look like this.
Man. I love how tight those stands are to the field. They're old school. Ooh, man.
Joe Palmer Stadium, I'm telling you.
It feels like 4A from the 90s or something, man. It just people, they pack it too. I mean, like it's like sardines in there.
Oh yeah.
Good place to watch a baseball game.
Oh yeah. All that's right there.
Leroy treats you right up there, buddy.
Great place to visit.
Hey, McIntosh too. Oh, hey, by the way, Driston Sullivan, some other kid, Coach Scott Seeley ought to be coming down the next day or so. I think some kids are going to be signing for McIntosh.
Oh man, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That is huge.
2 for sure, maybe 3. I'm going to go over there that day or something, or that night, and like have a meal somewhere or something, and just kind of congratulate them.
What you think about the new St. Michael Stadium right there?
What does anybody know about how much land St. Michael's has? Has anyone ever seen the drone footage of? Oh man, you talk about all these other places talking about the overlook of the next few years and all this. St. Michael's, it's like the Hollywood back 40. It just goes on forever. They got land, man. They're just going to continue to grow and grow. But I mean, we got that other school's going to open up over there too, right?
Oh yeah, the new tech school.
Yeah, and then maybe even one more or something. Man, it's going to be wild, wild west over there in Baldwin County.
Well, it's going to be the wild, wild west everywhere. Coaches, coaching matters this year. Or you might lose your whole team.
Man, imagine like some podunk places or people with money from like California. I mean, you just want to move to Biloxi or Gulfport or something, and your kid's like almost like a nationally ranked kid or already getting recruited. It's like, skirt.
I wouldn't mind being in Biloxi with Jamie Dubose. I can tell you that.
And then the facilities,
Oh,
all the storms have passed and all the cleanup over there nowadays, you know. I mean, like, there's stuff to do over there in Mississippi, boy. There's stuff to do.
I was down there the other day in Biloxi at the sugar factory. Telling you.
Man, I don't even hardly get on the interstate.
I'll take it on this parade, Jeff. Jeff, one thing I learned, man, keep living. Don't ever die. Some people just want you to die these days. Tell you, Icon Sport ain't going nowhere.
No.
ISS News, whatever the hell you want to call it, it ain't going nowhere. I can promise you that.
Man, you've been doing this way too long. We ain't gonna
We
stop.
Going nowhere, man.
You might as well move because we done been here.
Tell you might well go on, move out of town somewhere. Tell you. Lies don't stick around here against us. You better be telling the truth when you come out to us. I can tell you that.
That's right.
Why would they want to attack us, though? Boy, we must be some hell of a coaches. I can tell you. Boy,
hey,
man, we done came under so many attacks. Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, man. Obsessions, too, man. I mean, it's like nobody else, just us ever.
The only one that
separately, sometimes associated, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you had your, but I mean, you know, and that's why I still always have your, but it's just always where it's like something tries to happen and it just doesn't work because there's no proof. There's no evidence of anything. It's just like hearsay.
It's just like, I was talking earlier today and they said, man, you had Q on the show. I said, yeah. It's still the people's show. It's still a people's show.
Right.
That's why I think everybody hates. That's why I think a lot of people hate on this because they'll see us and they think we supposed to fall out for life or something, you know.
Yeah,
and
that ain't what a real man's supposed to do, though, man. You're supposed to bury the hatchet if you're a real man.
Bury the hatchet, man.
Shake hands like a man.
Shake hands like a man. You know,
become brothers again. You know what I mean?
All is old.
It seems like we do sometimes with people, but then it's like it also can be like wishy-washy. But the way I look at it is this, and this is what I wish people would stop doing so much of. Stop being so soft, because this is football. A lot of you don't understand what we're talking about because you wouldn't be able to take a football world like a locker room mentality. I'm telling you right there. If you watch the Florida Gators thing, even your little boy Timmy, you know, I don't know, Jesus Superstar, whatever you want to call him. You know, love Tim Tebow to death, respect him, you know, but then you got somebody like a Johnny Manziel or like each guy prepares themselves different or whatever. But are we going to sit there and be like, oh, he's one of my favorite players, but I don't want my son to be like him? You need to get real, okay? Because sometimes it's going to take being a man doing some things. Guy over in war or something, you know, it's like his mom don't know that he was like nipping and smoking a cigarette or something, but he got the job done and he got a gold medal or something, you know, or a Purple Heart. This is football, people. We need to quit being so soft and, judgmental on everybody's and then getting so personal and trying
And
to
then,
dig in.
my thing is this, Jeff. They'll be so personal with us, but they'll see somebody who they call themselves cool with doing something wrong and won't even speak on it. They won't speak on it. It can be dead in their face wrong.
Well, it could be, and like pot calling kettle black or hypocrite. I mean, they can do whatever they want, but you got to hold yourself up to the standard of.
We had a high standard.
You got to be Tim Tebow. You can't be Johnny Football. Oh man, hey man, I'm like Allen Iverson. We're talking about practice.
We talk about
moving on, man. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about football. And that's why we're on here and we're still talking. We ain't talking about like you said, no Ricky Lake. They just ain't the young and the restless days of our lives, or as the world turns.
We ain't talking about who was with their baby mama this weekend or baby daddy. We ain't talking about no foolishness.
Coach, for all I cared, oh my gosh, I don't even want to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it.
For all we know, there's new mega teams being made by parents meeting up or something. Like last year she was on his team, but now she's dating him, and now they're gonna go play on the travel team. I mean, I don't care.
We don't care.
I don't care if they change teams. What if I got a little kid I train or something, and people saying stuff like that, and it's like, that kid's on, you go to like a tournament and the kid's getting national recognition even at a young age. But what if somebody tries to say something about, well, that kid's on a different team every year, or something, and you're wanting to talk bad about the kid? It's like, it don't matter, man. Let the kid play. It has nothing to do with his game. It's almost as bad in high school. Here we are. It could be a nationally televised game. Oh, this kid transfers from so-and-so. Who cares?
Tell you, he on this team right now. I'm telling you.
I just want to hear about how he went to the Elite 11 or
that
something.
He didn't do nothing last season. Man, I don't care. That kid still signing scholarships, man. Leave them kids alone.
Right.
Let them do it. So it's good for the pot, good for the kettle. I don't care. Tell you, let them kids be great. Let the parents be great. Everybody just great.
That's right. I love that quote. That's one of my favorite all-time quotes, Phil Jackson.
So you can't be a coach.
Look, you know how people they act like they like Phil Jackson? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, the Bulls and like Michael Jordan and Kobe and Shaq and the Lakers. If you actually know anything about Phil Jackson, he's probably like the most misunderstood coach ever.
Ever.
And almost kind of like it's like he's liked because he's respected, but it's kind of like, he's kind of weird. He's kind of eccentric. He's kind of a different guy, but he's respected. I think that's how it should be in the
I bet you Phil Jackson got him a house in Colorado somewhere.
Oh yeah. Hey, and
you talking about smoking deep blunts?
Coach. He probably goes over and hangs out barefoot and wears tie-dye at Bill Walton's tent. Hey, they're getting ready to go to a Grateful Dead reunion concert.
I'm telling you.
That's exactly who those guys are.
Man, it looked like Phil Jackson smoking a big old cigar. I bet it was full of whatever.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Telling you.
Yep.
But just like I say, Jeff, another week here in the region. Had a chance to go to Atlanta, see some basketball. Jeff, I'm gonna be real careful listening to any parent that say their kid play multi-sports if the kid is in the 6th grade or above. 5th grade and below, I'm gonna listen. Anything 6th grade or above, you are wasting your child's and yours time. Your time. I promise you. Man, I saw some little 6th graders this past weekend. I had a kid. One of 6th grader was 6'4". Man, he blocked the kid's shot, man. The kid just shook his head. He's like, I ain't have no damn business.
Right. Yeah, it became blue chips with Shaq. Get that out of here, the cheap seats. Hey, and also that old movie Parenthood, when the kid dropped the fly ball at second, and Ron Howard's brother's like, he had no business being out there. No business.
Spanish Fort done broke ground, they say.
Yeah. Oh, and hey, I went and looked the other day. I was up that way, and got me a little of that Grill Billy's wings. Man, those things are great. If y'all have ever had any up at Central, right by the high school too. But man, that new turf up there, I didn't know if I was going to like it. It looks like Central is going to be a lot faster than Wildcats this year.
I'm gonna tell you this. I had somebody else
There it is.
second the motion about Blunt. They brought to my attention Blunt beat Central JV twice last year.
They did.
Yeah.
Sure
so somebody brought that to my attention today. We sitting up here compiling.
Hold on. I got to admit something. And if you ain't seen track season, I had some kids a couple weekends ago come out to my fun day at Sage where now that was more fun. We didn't do any combine stuff, but we're going to do some this Sunday. We're still going to do 1-on-1, 7-on-7. But Blunt may even more than Murphy. Do not be surprised if Blunt may have the most overall team speed of anybody around below Montgomery.
Wow.
And they're getting better on their football skills again too. But speed, I'm talking about, it ain't nothing for a couple of them kids to come out and run some hand time 4.5s, maybe even hit some 4.49s. Wow. And supposedly on track day, they're faster than that. on the track and with their track spikes. But I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. There's not enough kids that can even do that around here that are pretty good or probably going to be starting this year, coming even from like 9th grade to 10th grade. I'm just like, bro, there's a huge difference in even being able to crack 4.7s running the 40 and your game speed being better. But this dude's out here, I'm talking about and like our kid from Choctaw County could just come out there and it was like he could hit a 4.4 hand time, no problem, twice. And on his third, he's still hitting 4.5. So, the kid's super fast. He's the fastest kid in this little county. Everybody knows that dude. And they all get faster because of him. But,
man, I'm sitting there.
Who can run and who can't. I mean, it's almost apparent.
Exactly. I was looking at Dorian Smith play running back for South Alabama. If you're a short receiver, start taking some reps at running back, please. Go get you a couple carries a game. Because I'm telling you, might be your niche on the next level.
Yeah, it may be working out. Now we're more guys that thought they were slot that's had some experience, maybe growing up playing running back, but thought they were too small. It's like, hey, I'm glad you've been playing receiver because you're kind of going to do both. But guess what? You believe it or not, you're probably going to go back and play running back with great hands and great route running ability.
With a linebacker sticking you out the backfield.
Man, ain't even fair.
Unless it's Ricky. Ricky going to nail your ass to the cross.
And he can cover. He can cover all the way down the field to the goalpost up the side. I promise you that.
No, it might not be a good idea.
Hey, hold on. We were bragging on Jermichael Garrett. Don't be surprised if Ricky Nichols does some things on offense this year where you were like, I didn't know he would be doing that. It's like, but did you know he even could do it?
Jacksonville State said he can. They said, yes, he can. Jacksonville State got him on campus.
I knew somebody with that type of mentality, like a Rich Rod, would grab Ricky. But
you got to realize this, yo. Louisiana Monroe, Jacksonville State, several of the colleges.
Marshall, yeah.
Everybody, they respect what we doing here at the showcases and putting out the Super 77s. And now we done put out the spring Super 31. For everybody who just got on here, let me put it on the screen for you. Y'all, these are prestigious lists that these colleges it's like a cheat sheet. It's like going in the ACT with the answer key. You can't go wrong with these 31 players. So when I'm going to see the 31, I'm going to see some more. And, that just, we just don't want our college coaches going on a blank mission, going to a school and ain't nobody damn now good enough to play right now on the Division I level. And, they got graduate transfers playing. So you talking about 25, 26-year-old kids out there still playing college, and you an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid coming out of high school. Come on. Come on. So I'm gonna tell you, I learned a lot at that basketball tournament, though. I tell you that. It costs a lot, and you will get your butt tore up. And if you up, and if the team up by 20 on you in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they call the game. They don't even let you finish the game.
They should do that. They should do that with 7-on-7 too, where they're like, "We got to move on. We got to press on. You took too long. You're too far behind. We got to go."
Tell you. But, yeah, they did that. Yeah.
You know, Coach, I was thinking sometimes you got to toot your own horn and give credit where credit's due, even if it's, you know, something you've done. But we here at the show, whether it was other people and it was the show and all of us, you know, as a collective and, you know, talking about some kids and maybe knowing even their whole lives on some kids. But you've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen, and all the players out there. You know, you're gonna get, you know, called up next here first when you're in maybe park ball or middle school. You know, here, but I mean, you know, you've got some kids that are even on this 31 list. We've been talking about them for several years now. When, you know, other people, you know, it took us being at Ladd Stadium, being like, "Oh yeah, you know that kid, don't you? Tell me a little bit about him. What's his name again? Really? Oh, okay. What was the stats last year? You don't say. God Almighty, I should know that kid."
It's crazy. And you know, if I'm an up and coming kid, I'd rather come through Icon Sports Southeast. At least the people gonna know me.
Man, look at that respect he gave the brand the other day, man. Ricky took his his Red Raider shirt off. It was hot. It was the South the other day. Had the Icon Sports on, man.
Oh yeah, I saw that
from the showcase.
I saw that. I saw he represented Icon Sport in South Alabama, another school that respect that list. You know. Y'all, we not doing this just for fun, and it's just something that we made up. It's something that take time, and then we got current college coaches and former college coaches helping with this list, so it makes it even extraordinary. Even though you might not like me or Jeff, or just might not like me, the list still speaks for itself. It speaks volumes, and it continues to help kids, you know, make it to the next level. And that's all we concerned about. That's the only common denominator, you know. But, I'm going to tell you, Cole, we about to get ready to sneak on out of here. And we'll be back tomorrow for Taps Tuesday.
We came what we came to do, man.
I can tell you this. I know what video I'm playing on the way out today. That's going to be Kobe Weaver. Yep. From up there in Centradale.
Kobe football.
Tell you. Kobe can play basketball too. A lot of people don't know that.
I forgot about that.
And baseball. Tell you. I can tell you this. People at Centradale don't piss him off. He might be a Leroy.
Oh, man.
Don't piss him off, please. Tell you. Have us changing the icon. Oh, well, ain't not Leroy.
Wayne County don't want to ever see him again, but they probably said, "Boy, you come over here, we'll make you daddy the mayor."
Tell you, you'd be the police chief or something. Yeah. But, other than that, y'all, we about to sneak on out of here on a Monday. On a let it all out, buddy. We done let it all out today, Jeff.
Yep. Great list. Very deserving, all those players. You know, I'm sure there were some names that was, you know, very deserving. Keep working, man. I'm sure you'll make there's the end of the year list next year. You know, there's that Super 77 too, or the Super 31 end of the year, you know. We'll do something like that. So just
I'm gonna tell you this, we gonna post this on Spotify, Apple, all that
Twitter
stuff too. You know, it's gonna be everywhere. Make sure y'all follow us on Spotify. Icon Sports Southeast News. What else we on? What's the Apple Music? All that junk. We on all of it.
You listen to it in your car or something.
iHeartRadio. Hey, we on iHeartRadio podcast. So pull it up, man. We on all of it. And I definitely can't wait for the iHeartRadio media days. But Jeff, man, we're gonna work on that Super 31 camp for those top players who they recognize.
I gotta talk to Coach Williams, man. Makes me want to ride up to the park, see if he's got a group tonight, and just chat with him about it.
Okay. But y'all, we about to end on that note. And we're gonna play this video. The next person you're gonna hear after that is nobody. I'm KT Thornton.
I'm Jeff Ford.
Y'all, and we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.